We have with us on the webinar Chairman WIRC C. Lalit Bajaj. We also have Treasurer WIRC C. Anand Jakotia and the learned speaker C. Ram Mohan Bhaveji. So let me now request WIRC Chairman C. Lalit Bajaj to give his welcome address. Lalit bhai, over to you. Lalit bhai. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Murtuza bhai, he has some technical issue.
Okay. So Anand bhai, maybe you can give your views, and in the meanwhile, you can start.
Yeah. Thank you, Murtuza bhai. On behalf of WIRC, I welcome all the participants and sincere thanks to Ram Mohan Bhaveji for continuous knowledge sharing. Our learned speaker holds Limca record for biggest webinar in 2009. He is FCA, CS, CWA, LLB, and many more degrees. Key strengths: he has expertise in IFRS, Ind AS, valuation, merger and acquisitions. Very important to note that he has been part of Ind AS implementation committee of ICAI for many years, and he has 30 years plus industry experience. He has worked in various top industrial groups, including Reliance Mittal Group, and he had worked in Europe, USA, Singapore, Australia, and thanks to everyone for joining. Lalit bhai, are you available now? Murtuza bhai? Yeah.
Lalit bhai, I think your volume needs to be increased. Lalit?
Now is it coming?
Yeah, it is clear. You can. Please go ahead.
Yeah, fine. Welcome all of you in today's session on business strategy in the present scenario of COVID. Welcome our learned speaker, C. Ram Mohan Bhave. I believe you might be very busy, sir, speaking with members on the subject. We are grateful that you have spent your valuable time with all of our members. Couple of things which I would like to share with all of you participants, those who are attending today's webinar. See, we are coming out with a concept paper on how to work from home within a couple of days. We would like to share with each one of you, and let us feel that it will be helpful to all of us. Second thing which I wanted to share with you was at ICAI we have a digital hub wherein ICAI has tried to put in lot many material and lectures relevant to our professional subjects. So I would request whoever is interested can visit there and see what all is of his interest and take the benefit. We have come out with a help desk for members and students. And the idea behind the help desk, in present scenario, we might be facing problem in communicating with ICAI. So we are trying to channelize all the issues of members and students through WIRC, and we are trying to resolve it at the earliest. One more thing which I wanted to share with you was, we are coming out with research papers on particularly 5 industries, because as of now we feel that this present scenario will affect some industries, larger group of industries in a negative way and few industries in a positive way. But we have selected 5 industries on which we will carry out research and what needs to be done in the coming time ahead. So we can, within next say a month's time, we will come out with the document. One more thing, we all have been part of this COVID. Our government is doing it a lot to fight against the odds. I would request you to be generous and do your bit, whatever you can do. Let us be generous and come ahead and contribute to the noble cause. We are contributing to the ICI link, wherein the amount is consolidated and will be deposited with the PM relief fund. So I would request all the members to come ahead and do the needful. This was all on my behalf. Back to Murtuza bhai. Thank you.
Okay, Mishra ji, we can run the ethics video and then we'll get started with the presentation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Bhavesh sir, over to you.
Thank you for this opportunity.
सर आपका पीपीटी शेयर करिए सर.
Good. Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Can we
Please.
start? Okay.
Yes, sir.
okay.
Please.
It's a pleasure to meet all the participants here. And thanks to Chairman Lalit Bajaj and Murtaza and Anand Jakotia ji. So Institute and our WRC is doing a wonderful job. And of course, the support people on IT side also needs a big thanks, because without them, this would not have been possible. Today we are discussing business strategy during recession. Now, these strategies for business, though I have mentioned, I would say that they are not only for business, but they are also for a CA profession even. Okay, and of course, this is subject to the ethics and rules currently, which has been just now we saw our rules, so we should be aware of those. And this is my name and number, so I'll skip that. So a very interesting thing I used to hear from some of my seniors or even the owners of the companies, like I remember there is a managing director of a capsule company. When the recession came, all of us asked him, I was the CFO of that company, and we asked, how are we going to do in recession? So he made a very classic statement. I have heard that there is going to be a recession, and I have decided not to participate. So that's a level of confidence, and that's a level of stubbornness a person is showing. So the challenge is, or the interesting part of the whole thing is that there may be a recession, and nowadays we are recession happening every time. 2008 there was a recession, then now also there is a corona related recession, then 4 or 5 years back there was a recession. So people keep on saying, and especially when suddenly we start seeing that people are not getting the jobs easily, even the common man or the general public starts realizing, oh God, there is a recession. Okay, so in our life we have seen many recessions. I mean, I had 30 years corporate career, and we always found recession coming up every 5 to 10 years. In the olden days, when we studied our CA syllabus in 1980, that time we were told that there is a boom, stagnation, recession, etc. So around 10 to 15 years, you are not to worry. But honestly, whenever we come across nowadays, every 3 to 4 years, somebody talks of recession and somebody gets on with the challenge of getting a job or challenge of running a business. So today I am going to discuss this not only in a theoretical way, but also with the practical case studies as to various people, how they combated with the recession and how they made, I would say, recession a non-issue. Okay, now making a recession a non-issue is not an easy job. All right. And the more and more we adopt the technology, I think one can surmount the recession. All right. So some common things which we can talk about is there are 7 ways to make your business thrive during recession. Now, believe me, I'm using the word thrive. Thrive means, on the contrary, go up and go ahead. Okay, so that's very funny. I mean, on somebody says that we are in recession, so therefore I will bring down my, what should I say? Bring down my costs or bring down my fixed cost. Or, yeah, these are all fine, but still one should thrive. So, and being a chartered accountant and being a business partner to the whole of the business community, chartered accountants are the best advisors to the business as to how they can thrive during recession. Not just survive, I mean thrive. Okay. So when we say thrive and not just survive, there are a lot of issues which come up. Okay. So I would like to mention here, there are 4 types of jobs anybody faces in a business. Okay. So today, let's say a managing director comes or a board of directors come or the key management personnel start doing their work. Their first priority on any day is what is urgent as well as important. Mind well, I'm making a very classic statement, a very important statement. Urgent as well as important. So any day you start your running the business, whether as a KMP or whether as a owner or for that matter as a CA practitioner, we get into the mode of what is urgent and what is important. Okay. Now, if something is urgent as well as important, we certainly do that, no doubt about it. Then what happens? There are certain things which are urgent but not important. So normally they get the second priority. Okay, they get the second priority. Urgent but not important. Then there are third priority people give is important but not urgent. Okay. So third priority is given to important but not urgent. And the fourth and the last priority is given to neither important nor urgent. Right. So can we avoid this sequence? Very difficult. Very difficult. But recession is a time when there is a big opportunity for particularly focusing on the third and fourth priority as well. Because there is a certain skill set of persons who suddenly become idle. They may not have a sufficient type of work in your organization. So one should find out all those pockets and get into this. Who are the people who are now can be used in the best way? You know, reserve team like you use. So there is a reserve force which can come out. I'll share with you one of the strategy which one of my clients is using. I'm currently a strategy advisor for more than 5 companies. And in the last 10 years, after my corporate job was over, I have been a strategy advisor for many listed companies, as well as unlisted companies, fairly big amount of groups. So today, for example, recently when this corona issue started, we were discussing with a lot of businessmen where strategy was to be formulated. And you won't believe, some of my clients who are discussing the strategies with me, we said that this is the best opportunity to shift to online and digital marketing. And we got their whole team trained immediately on digital marketing. The lockdown was announced on 22nd, and immediately on 23rd and 24th, we got their team trained on digital marketing. Then we are going for this GoToWebinar, an excellent tool, but WebEx and Zoom were already purchased on the same day, and immediately the meetings were started in all India branches. So there are companies whose Zoom meetings started on 18th and 19th itself. Okay. And of course, I am a big fan of Mukesh Ambani and Reliance, who are known for speed, and I worked in Reliance in 2002 to 2005. I remember the first immediate conference of this nature, GoToWebinar or video conference. This happened immediately at 3 p.m. on 18th itself in Reliance, and immediately on it came into the TV also. Reliance has made it compulsory for everybody to work from home with immediate effect. Right. Now that gave me a signal. Immediately I told my 20 clients, today is 18th, and I'm telling you right now, send all your employees to work from home. And then their profiles were decided, and there were some people whose job was such that which could not be done online. So it was ensured that in everybody's home, the internet connection was taken, in everybody was given a laptop, and the work started very smoothly. So there are many companies who are saying the business has not affected us. All right. Then we came across some companies where I would tell you, are we familiar with what is known as IoT? Okay. I'm talking about IoT. And there is another concept called IIoT. So for the benefit of all of us, I'll explain. IoT is Internet of Things, and IIoT is Industrial Automation of Things. Industrial Automation, Internet of Things. So for example, if I am running a factory in Vashi, and now because of Corona, or some other time it could be a strike, or some other time it could be something else, I'm not able to run my business because the people are not coming to factory. Well, today people are putting robots. You'll find it funny. some of you, I'll send it to you separately, an appointment letter of appointment given to a robot by one of the companies. Okay, and the robot was created by their internal department. So can the factory be run remotely when the process is there and the machineries are working? Barring the delivery of raw materials, some of the companies have gone into the area of industrial automation to such an extent that during the strike or during the period where we have a challenge, they are able to run the factories remotely also. I know one guy in Nasik who is a supplier to Bosch, is running his factory by being at home, and he has totally 3 or 4 workers, and his turnover is more than 50 crores per annum. Okay. So there is a lot to learn on what is to be done in the recession. Now, recession can be a global one, like currently we are facing, or recession can be a local one, I mean domestic one, or recession can be related to only a particular state like Maharashtra, for example, here, or it can be related to a particular city, or it can be related to a particular industry, or it can be related to your own business. Now, the last category I will rule out, because if the last category is happening, then either our business is too much unique, or we have a situation where our management decisions need a relook. How can that be called as a recession? So there have to be parallel. So now our major focus will be on the industry where recession can be talked about. Let's take an example. Okay, and then let's go one by one. What are the policies which come to our mind whenever the recession came? I remember when I was in school, and that time 25 rupees was a big amount, and I was never able to afford a Cadbury chocolate which was 25 rupees. And today when I go to the shop and I see somebody who just cannot afford anything, even after so many years recession, he can buy a Cadbury of 5 rupees. And these 5 rupees are, those 25 rupees were more than 250 rupees. So that time I didn't have 250 rupees of today's times. And today anybody from the poor strata of the society can afford a chocolate, Cadbury chocolate or Nescafe chocolate for 5 rupees. Why? Or there was a time when shampoo was a luxury. Okay. Now today there are shampoo packs for 1 rupee. These are all recession strategies. Why? Because when you realize that you have masses of customers, why are we not tapping them? If we can tap the masses of customers, then we can certainly have the business strategy implemented in short packages. What do we mean by short packages? There could be a 1 rupee, there could be a 5 rupee. The prepaid cards of 1 rupee, they also brought this philosophy. If you recollect, when Reliance, particularly Telecom, came into the market, they started with the smallest size of prepaid card. And people from the lowest bottom of the pyramid were able to afford it. So one of the best strategy implemented, especially in our country, I don't want to give you too many of the overseas examples. In our country itself, is spread it as much as possible. I mean, imagine whenever I think of it, and suppose one has to talk about the business strategy of raising the money. How is the money raised? Money can be raised by debt or equity. What is the smart strategy somebody can do? Do you remember? Do you imagine? Do you know how many of the companies have more than 1 lakh shareholders? How many of the companies have more than 1 lakh shareholders? Think over it and give me the answer later. But the challenge is the companies who are smart enough, they spread the retail network quite a lot. The promoters may be holding 20 or 30%, and still they are controlling the whole business and making a good money. And today, those groups, I mean, I don't need to even mention the name whom I'm talking about, but those groups have generated a lot of money and they are not required to borrow. Their debt equity ratio is quite comfortable, and they are further getting credit of spreading the wealth. All right. So one of the best strategies in raising the business is, maybe as a promoter you can be greedy, but at the same time, if you spread the shareholding to a large number of shareholders, you can easily make. So like we say, cloud sourcing or cloud computing, one can easily make a good amount of business even during recession, and even one can raise the money also. Yeah. All right. Having said that, so I shared with you one strategy where you can spread a lot. To the bottom of the pyramid, I start selling small shampoos, small packets. Then next, there are companies like Asian Paints. What did they do? They found that the competition in the paint sale is becoming huge. So what should they do? They did a simple thing. They started painting the houses also. Now what's happening? If I am calling a local painter of mine, he might charge some money, but I was finding that every year I will need to painting from him. If I do a painting from Asian Paints, it will be durable. And we see that in the ad. And a person like me can think of now having a durability. So in the recession, Asian Paints, when the competition was high and nobody was able to sell, and there was a huge challenge in terms of the sale of paints, Asian Paints started doing painting of the even residential houses, leave aside the industries, right? So anytime during the recession, one should think of one, smaller packets, second, IoT and IIoT. Can you convert a tangible into intangible? How do you convert tangible into intangible? Take our institute's own example. They are educating us via conferences. Now they are doing a web conferences and educating us. So how many of the business, how many of the, you know that the CA final, there are a lot of classes. All of them over last few years have shifted to online. Why? Because they want the product to be sold and they have converted the product into internet. Now, can every tangible item be converted into intangible? So according to me, if somebody has to describe what is IoT, that is Internet of Things, and please note, this is the next big thing coming in. For all our clients, we are currently studying how can you do IoT in their business. I'll give you an example. One of my close relative, my sister's son who is in America, he is doing a IoT on denture. So if I lose a teeth, what will normally happen? I'll go to a dentist and say, please put another teeth. Now what he is saying that no, I'm creating a chip which is having a software which will have the cutting abilities. So it can cut the food. After all, what is the denture doing? It is cutting the food. So I will not have a denture to be replaced. And that will be so easy, self-driven software. We also talked about, you know, a refrigerator which can be put on by being in a street. Or we also have learned about how, I mean, after all, what is a remote control? Remote control is IoT's simplest example. So therefore, creating smallest packets, moving to IoT. Third, creating immediate actions on digital trainings whenever a recession comes. Do we know one of the things, one of the classic policy which Infosys adopted many years back? Everybody was asking huge salaries. Everybody in IT sector was asking huge salaries. What did Infosys do? Infosys came out with the most attractive employee stock option plan, which is one of the most brilliant thing to do. So during recession, we will not be able to increase the salaries of our people. Maybe some of the businesses may not be able to even increase the, pay their existing salaries. But at the same time, what they can do, you can give an motivation by putting the fact that you will get the stock options after 2 years or 3 years. That will increase the loyalty of the people. Okay, because they get a feel of becoming the owner of the company. So small packets, IoT, IIoT, like I said, remotely controlling the factory. Then next is we can also have digital trainings to be done. then we can also have the Infosys policy like giving employee stock options. I go to the next point. What is happening during recession? Primarily, the sales will be reduced, the production will be reduced. Can we go to the bottom of the pyramid? Like I said, 10 rupee prepaid, etc. So bottom of the pyramid strategy. Then cloud sourcing is a strategy. So I told you 6 strategies so far. The next strategy which I'm talking about is, whenever in recession, the one of the biggest challenges, what kills the company from recession is fixed cost. Now, if the fixed costs are high, one gets killed. What did Infosys do? Infosys has hardly owned any buildings. They are always renting the buildings. Okay. So the moment, suppose the IT business goes down, they give up the rented factories. They give up the rented factories. All right. So therefore, in the manufacturing sector, or for that matter, even in a sector which is of a different nature, then one should always balance his policies. I'll give you a classic example. Okay. There is a person who is, running the club. Well, running a club is not easy. So what did he start with? He also create a mandap for marriages, so that both are balancing to each other. So can we create the complementary products or products which are situationally matching one to each other? Then we can combat the recession. Then there are many clients of mine whom I told them, and we are now executing that. How many countries are there in the world? Do the Google search. Do the Google search, and you will find that the number of countries in the world are 200 plus. So we said that we have always been executing the export strategy. Can we do a different way of thinking? So somebody said, I'm exporting to US, I'm exporting to Europe. I said, great. But in the recession, it will be good to do a zero-based budgeting. I would like here to work other way around, right? And I do that even in my profession. Okay. What do? I take the list of all 200 countries and say that which of these countries I already have clients, let me take it. And then I focus on the remaining countries and I say that, can I sell my product there? Whether I'm producing chemicals or pharmaceuticals, hardware or garments or shoes, can I see which countries I'm not selling? I remember one of the famous industrialists, a very intelligent industrialist, where I had the privilege to work under him, one Mr. You all know it, Arvind Mafatlal, and his son Rushikesh Mafatlal. We had a factory in Surat, Navin Florin, and I was working first in Surat and then in Mumbai. And that time, a very visionary statement made by Rushikesh Mafatlal in 1996, which is, as far as I am concerned, it is 24 years back. He just told our vice president handling that leave no country unvisited. I was like shocked. And as an accountant, I said, my God, how much is the foreign travel budget? It's going to happen. And then it made a huge difference. I remember Navin Florin sales, they are selling air conditioner and refrigerator, not air conditioner, refrigerator, gases which go into AC and refrigerators. And we found that our turnover or sale is 100 crores. In 1 year's time, 1.5 years time, it went to 250 crores. Thanks to Bharat Bhai Gosalia, Bhaskar Ghosh, and all other marketing guys. They were traveling like mad. They were traveling like mad. You won't believe it. So the visionary historical statement is still in my mind when Rushikesh Mafatlal said that leave no country unvisited. I was like shocked. We used to say, okay, in our traditional budgeting, can you increase export by 10%, 20%, 30%? Why don't you increase a little bit more? He started with a bigger canvas itself. And the similar situation has come into our case also. So whenever I meet younger chartered accountants, they say, sir, what should I do in my practice? I have started my practice recently. I said, there are many areas. There is no limit. Sir, I'm not getting any statutory audit or tax audits because they are already there and no new industry is coming up where I can get it. I said, come on. Today, do you know that 130 countries have adopted IFRS and we have Ind AS which is similar to that. Why don't you start a KPO, a shared service, put some 10 becomes on the job, teach them IFRS and Ind AS, get the work from Gulf and do it in India. That's a KPO. So there is no need for you to imagine that you are just a chartered accountant, not just, of course, CA is a very big degree, but you are not just doing accounting, auditing and taxation services. CA is competent to do practically everything. I would only exclude is curing from corona or I will exclude the doctor's function. There we will remain away. But whatever doctors cannot do, you should do. Now, for example, other day, one of the very famous chartered accountant phoned me. He said, Mr. Bhave, what should I focus on now? I said, simple. You focus on selling insurance policies or doing the insurance consultancy. Because during Corona, people are looking for more insurance policies. And you can convince them why they should have insurance policies. Then secondly, I said, you can do one more thing. He said, what? I said, can you start an online platform with your IT partner? He said, certainly. Then I said, there is third thing. He said, what? What is the third thing I can do during Corona situation or when everybody is locked? Any guess? Any guess what it can be? There are very interesting models people are coming up with. Okay, people have started online training services. People have started online education to the clients. People have started an interactive modules in terms of providing the online services. And then Netflix is in full demand. Suddenly Netflix is in full demand, right? Well, what will people do? Okay. Then there are mask suppliers who are doing a big job. Then this is the time here, now that anyway online, whether we are in Mumbai or Nasik or Pune or Surat or Jabalpur or Raipur, we can always go for the global clients. High time we go to the global clients and get their business because it won't make a difference for them. Because whether we are in Mumbai or Nasik or Surat or Jabalpur, how does it matter for a overseas business? So far as you can. So can we start online advisory services? And that was a surprise that for that fellow, that online advisory services. Said yes. What do you mean by that? Recently, we got 2 valuation contracts, one from Denmark and one from Germany. You'll be surprised to know that. Now, how? I mean, honestly, Germany and Denmark I never thought of because I didn't have the language knowledge itself. So even though I may have a market, I may not have the knowledge of the market there, knowledge of the language there. But thanks to Google, now I'm converting all the reports from German and Denmark to the Indian languages. And we are able to give the services online for the valuations to be done for a manufacturing industry in Denmark. You will find it as a shock. And why do they find easier? Why do they find economical? Because they are finding that Indian rupee is weak, so they can get it done at much cheaper economical rate. Yeah. So we said insurance industry will go into boom. Which are the other industries which will go into boom? The mask industry will go into boom. What else will go into the boom? There are delivery. Ola Foods is doing a wonderful job. So they are going into boom. Yeah. What else can you go into the boom? Let's talk about one by one cases. So 7 ways to make your business. Okay. First thing is protect your cash flow. Okay. So this is the time where you say cash flow is very important. If I want to keep my business healthy, then I need a cash. Otherwise, I can be in trouble as far as cash is concerned. So what do? Ensure that perhaps you start offering more discounts, but get advance payments. Okay. This is the time where one should get advance payment. This is the time, even like Corona, where all these suppliers and customers shift them to online payments. In fact, I know that nowadays even the people in the home are paying their maid servant also through NEFT. I'm sure this practice will continue. Anyway, we started this when demonetization or Jan Dhan Yojana happened. Then, as long as the business exists, there will be expenses. For example, I have an electricity bill. Now, my electricity bill fixed cost is quite high, or my telephone cost fixed costs are very high. What can I do to curtail them? Can I bring a scheme which is different expenditure? So how to make my business recession proof? That's what I need to know. Today, for example, I know one of the businesses, the telephone operator, she is not able to come to the office. In fact, she has been given a job to do cold calling to all the customers who were not in your fold. One of the company, which is my client, we have 600 customers. And when we did a list of all the past customers who are no more our customers, the total list was 2,400 who have bought it before. The remaining 1,800 customers, nobody during the routine had a time to contact. But the telephone operator has now been given a job to contact those 1,800 customers. And now one by one, those customers have started putting inquiries. They are saying, okay, in the current situation, you cannot supply. So how do we get it? All right. Can we give a delivery promise by a certain date with the advance paid by certain date at a discount? Can we do trading? Of course. So these are all the areas where one can focus during the recession. Right. Now, one of the companies, which is a telecom company again, and one is a cab hire company like Ola Cabs. Okay. They have taken the time to build their artificial intelligence during this period. What is artificial intelligence? You know that during which time people do more ISD call. Where is the revenue leakage? So per se, people like us, chartered accountants, have a great scope to learn SAS. SAS is what? Statistical analytical software. So SAS has a lot of course, competition coming in, but there is a time to, in fact, recession is a time perhaps to even start these startups, Okay. Insurance company shares are definitely going to go up. All right. Then how to reduce inventory costs? Okay. Believe me, this is the best chance to reduce inventory cost. And here I'll quote my pet company, where we were taught a Japanese management practices. Have you heard of something called as Pokayoke? Pokayoke. 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 Or have you heard about single piece flow? Or have you heard about Kanban? Or have you heard about VCS? Right. So Pokayoke, Kanban, single piece flow. These are all the techniques. Right time to introduce to reduce the inventory cost. So leave aside Corona, but during the recession, when the factory is running, the efficient flow can be done during the recession. I remember when Mahindra and Mahindra were implementing ERP, they did the whole assembly plant reorganized in order to suit that the production cycle time comes down from 17 days to 4.5 days. You can read those stories how they achieved it actually. So just in time, Pokayoke doing the things right for the first time. Then we talk about writing of the processes. Okay. Once you write the processes, one of the theory which I always propagate is that the top management time is one of the biggest shortage in the world. How does the top management time goes about? Top management spends 10% on strategy. It spends 30% on doing their own work, reporting, reading the report, going through the reports. All right. And 60% time they spend in supervising their juniors. Now, this is something has to be completely reversed. They should spend 60% time on strategy, 30% time on own work, and 10% time on supervision. Gone are the days when people used to be proud. If outside my cabin, who is a great manager? Who is the big boss? If outside his cabin there is a queue of people. Now those traditional theories have been broken now. If there is a list of a queue behind outside your cabin to get some guidance from you or take some signatures from you, then you are the most bureaucratic organization. Now some of our clients during this situation are working out of the processes where the processes are drafted and written in depth in such a way that nobody should be required to come. Now, do we have the inventory costing processes also? Not there. Or how to eliminate shipping costs. One of my friend from South now is working on a project on drone. Okay. So how many of us are studying that drone can be used in order to have eliminating the shipping needs? The next is core competency. Okay. Moving from product to solution. Now that's very important. Okay. So are we providing solutions or are we providing products? Those companies which are providing only products, over a period of time, they found that solution providing is far more important. Okay. So I can share with you a few examples. Companies which are helping for packaging needs, where packaging some of the packets. But then are they providing the packets for the same lot of customers or different lot of customers? So therefore, during the recession, core competencies should be focused. I remember somewhere in 1997, Blue Star took a decision that we will not focus on room air conditioners, we will focus on central air conditioning, because project management is our core competence. Of course, over a period of time, they have grown up like anything. So very important to focus on core competencies. Then, how do we win competition's customer? You know the battle between Barista and CCD, right? Barista and CCD battle, who won? We don't know really. Okay, it's a question of you. But CCD, number of CCD in Pune are 3 times of number of Barista. Now, of late, something sad happened for CCD is a separate issue. But how does CCD and Barista supplying the same products? CCD went up 3 times. So it depends on how you are. So talking about Barista and CCD, are we providing product or solutions is a very important thing. And to get the competition's customer, providing solutions also helps. Or at that time, actually, there could be a chance to expand the customers. So can we provide something different than competition has? Have we researched our competition? Now, somebody said, I never had the time to research the competition, what competition is doing, what they're offering. Oh my God, is that so? Then let's do it now. This is the time during the recession. Can your creative thinking, can your wizards spend time on doing an exercise on what is known as benchmarking with the competitors? One of the best company or a famous company which is expert in doing benchmarking is Larsen and Toubro. I've been interacting with them quite a lot, and they benchmark each of their smallest process with the competition and with even some of the other sectors where the processes are similar. I would strongly recommend all of you to read 2 books. One is Good to Great. I'm sure many of you have read. Okay, how 2 average companies prospered and one of them became great and other could not, and what recessionary strategy they used. The second one I will recommend is that one should read the books called Benchmarking by McNair. Okay. It's an excellent book. Anytime I feel I want to frame a strategy, whether it is a recession or boom or inflation, I look at benchmarking. All right. Okay. So researching competition, right time for this. Doing cloud sourcing, right time for this. Then a bird in the hand is 2 in the bush. This is the time to protect your own customers also. So are we now focusing on our existing customers? Are we taking care of them? Are we helping them to do their production planning? Are we making a research? Are our research people now focusing on them to ask what more do you need? we can do some time for research and development because now the activity is low, there is a recession going on. Are we finding out, can we have cost efficient ways of delivery? This is what we right. A loyal customer will always give you more opportunities. Right. In fact, you will surprise, our house has a glass and there is a lot of noise which comes. And I have a regular person who is, doing the glass fitting for us in the windows. So I have been asking him generally, what about soundproof windows? So he always used to say that, Mr. Bhave, you are in Sion, there is no demand in Sion. So then I said, what is happening? Why there is no demand in Sion? He said that, look, all this is afforded by Malabar Hill people and rich people. I said, don't worry, we are all chartered accountants, we can raise the money for anything. So how about you doing the soundproof glasses for our house? And believe me, now he has become so much for this demand that our whole flat system, our building has given him the order. And I'm sure we will have soundproof. So how to make the recession-proof business? Look into the customers. Now, one of the biggest principles, when I'm going to the 7 principles, okay, is don't cut on marketing. One of the temptation which gets is, can I reduce my marketing staff? Can I do my marketing efforts reduced? Absolutely no. Lean time is the best time to focus on marketing efforts. In fact, that is the time when your business needs maximum marketing. Because consumers are restless. Somebody who is not paying now want to shift out, or they are not adding to their products, or there is no capital investment happening. So this is the time, therefore, to definitely help them. Can you cut down on capital expenditure? Well, most of the businesses, we tell them that don't cut down on the capital expenditure, rather search out any capital expenditure. Can you have a payback of 1 year only? 1 year payback. Okay, that's the principle. Normally people say 2 to 3 years payback is fine for my capital investment. But maybe in recession, we'll go to 1 year payback. So don't quit marketing. Now, the marketing strategy may change. Marketing strategy may change. Can I change a product design? Can I change my service delivery method? Can I obtain something else which helps me to do tie-ups? Right? So these are the issues one should take into consideration. It is not necessary that we should necessarily reduce the marketing effort. In fact, now actually is the time to look inwards and see that which of the marketing efforts we can do now, boost them. And I still again remember, is there a fact that we are not looking at 208 countries to sell our business? If not, we must. Then the personal credit should be in good shape. Now, these are the things very important in the long run and also in the Western countries. Personal credit, it means the business credit rating has to be high. Whenever we need to borrow money, this should be possible. And therefore, this time it may be hard to borrow, but is our credit intact? Is very important. Now, first thing we should understand and believe that there is nothing actually which can make our business fully recession proof. But can I take the impact of recession and bounce back further, rather that I am ready for the next boom? Okay. And even in the tough times, can I make profits from that? Customer spending can slow down. The growth machine has to be taken into the right direction. How do we do? Reallocate your funds from research and development to customer experience. Normally we keep on doing product innovations. Now recession may not be the time for sale. Same research guys, tell them to go close to the customer experience and tell them to look at that product. So longevity. Now, 3 P's of business we are aware of: people, platform, processes. We have to have focus on that. because you cannot afford to have your employees, especially the loyal employees, to go away. This is the time when employees should be taken care of fully. Now I am coming to the current coronavirus practices. Okay. Are we worried about supply chain disturbance? Are we worried about how to manage the employees? Are there any travel restrictions? Is there a general market uncertainty? Is cash flow challenged? Supplies? Is there a panic buying and stocking happening? Go for the new sales channel. Country goes to local, find out alternate sales channels. Can we increase our e-commerce offerings? Can we increase our e-commerce offerings? Max, one of the excellent companies, that they had started the electrical inspection while they were supplying only tangible goods. They started offering the solutions again. So history tells us that we must go for solutions. Okay. Now, walk-in to takeaway has been made the name of the game nowadays. When we shifted to Swiggy and Zomato. So this is the opportunity, perhaps Ola Foods, for them to grab the market. You are seeing that they are supplying it as a social responsibility, but I'm sure they will grab the market in the process. I wonder whether Swiggy and Zomato are doing that, but takeaway meals can become. Then if we are in B2B sales, then one should look at what are the long-term investments can happen. I'm near to completion of my lecture, after which I'll invite the queries. But this is the time to reevaluate the operations, platforms, processes, and think I can do better in the recession. Let not the recession opportunity, let not the corona opportunity go west. Okay. So hats off to the institutes. There could be big prospects in the pipeline, and the prospects which are farmers. So move from hunter to farmer business. I'm sure you are aware of this theory, hunters and farmers. Hunters are small customer and who make quick decisions, and their quantities are small. Generally speaking, any salesman runs behind them and gets the quick business. Whereas farmer means where you are required to do mashagat. You keep on doing plowing and discussing and understanding customer needs, and the customer may or may not get turned into the actual business. This is the time to go for farmers. Then pent up demand. So don't cut back too much also. Otherwise, post crisis, there could be a challenge. So cut back, but very smartly. Then some of the operations are being threatened. Are we working on the expert strategies of that? So for example, do we have a 13-week cash flow forecast? That will be needed now. Okay. Then are we increasing the cash flow opportunities? Review your fixed expenses. Log on to the liabilities. Costing system, do it methodically now. This is the time to do a methodical. Then reach to the key contacts. Let them know that you are there as their friends, not necessarily every time when there is a business you talk about. The gesture of sincerity and goodwill is very important. Right. So we should be acting in resolving fashion. We should be resilient. We should look for plan of return as quickly. We should reimagine and we should reform. So I repeat, resolve, resilience, return, reimagine and reform. And then each of them we have given the 5 set of actions. Okay. Supply chain stabilization, customer engagement, financial stress testing, nerve center integration. So with this, I give thanks to the privilege which WLC has given me, and I complete my lecture sharp at 5 at the given time. And a lot of thanks to the wonderful participants. And even yesterday's lecture, I got a huge number of responses about how to become a speaker. I hope my today's delivery obsession also has given you a lot of new ideas. Feel free to contact me anytime, and you have my number. How to reduce fixed cost salary in a manufacturing concern, as it is not easy to shift or close the location as mentioned in one of the 7 strategies. Yes. Now, I am saying that when we reduce the fixed cost, actually salary is normally a fixed cost. Now, can we convert that into a breakup between fixed cost being reduced but compensated by variable cost, which is payable 3 years later, like employee stock options? So not necessarily shift or close a location. Shifting or closing a location is not easy. But I remember what was done in Navin Fluorine. 6 month strike was going on, but we were trading, buying from the Tamil Nadu refactories and supplying that gas. So can you buy from your competitors also doing that? Can the business strategy during recession for MSME units? Certainly. In fact, MSME units have the best, one of the best opportunity, because they are very agile and flexible. Because if the MSME units have not much to lose, so their agility, their quick response to the environment makes it very easy to combat the recession. But they should have the resolve. Then what can the business strategy MSME units doing the recessions? Now, I'm not talking about Corona like recession, but MSME units now can go to their bigger vendors and imagine, can they do tie-ups with the export customers also? Service providers, now that is a beautiful thing. Service providers, first thing they should do is shift to online. In fact, I myself, I'm into education and consulting. Most of my education courses, I have shifted to online. Not only that, I'm going ahead with additional products for online. But if you're talking about other service providers, whether it is a delivery or whether it is a supply chain or whether it is a trucks, it is for us to find the untapped areas of service provisions. Right? How is Zoom working? Suddenly, I mean, I will recommend you to buy the shares of Zoom. Then, with agreed chain percentage, but can you just throw light on delivery can be assured as restriction of movements? Yes. Now, probability chart of the delivery goes by what is important in Corona-like situation. Am I supplying essentials? Can I get my product approved as essential? Or can I start producing which is the essential production? If you have an essential product, then government is bound to permit you to travel the essential commodities. Okay. Then what will be the effect and recovery of Corona? How to combat? Can we go for new customer in such situation? Of course, we can go to new customers now, but at the same time, you have to keep the existing customers intact. And my feeling is, most of the companies, they think of only domestic sales. Are we thinking of globe as a platform? Then our vision gets, enlarged. Education sector is badly affected. Oh my God. Education sector is the sector which should not at all get affected. The small training institutes should immediately start setting on Zoom. In fact, some of my relatives are into giving tuitions to 4th standard and 7th standard and 10th standard. All the youngsters, they have joined his tuitions based on Zoom, and now his number of tuitions have increased quite a lot. Education sector is not badly affected. For education sector, it is the best opportunity to expand the market from local to global. IBC, valuation, financial asset, corporate finance, company law. I think only corporate finance practice will be in demand due to COVID. Okay. Now, corporate finance means what? Finance is a very vague word. Security analysis, portfolio management, investment banking is something we are talking about. But IBC, lot of insolvency cases will happen post-Corona or during Corona. Valuations will be required because there are many affected companies and they will be up for sale. Okay, so the big M&A and valuation will never go down. Company law, I'm not an expert, so I'm not able to comment on that. Then we are in the retail furniture business. Wow, you are lucky, because in your retail furniture business, how have you started selling your furniture, which is based on the tailor-made design? So are you able to give the different designs and discuss them with the customer? Here is the time to show and collect the testimonial from your past customers via video conferencing of their rooms, and end up into getting the furniture of the unique varieties, making them sellable. Right? So this is the time to grab the orders. Yeah, next question is gone little down. What should be the strategy of a travel agency business? Okay. Travel agency business, today what's happening is the travel has been banned. Right? If the travel has been banned, what are the strategies SpiceJet is bringing? They are saying that book now and we allow that to cancel later with zero refund policy. But if you book now, you have 8% discount. Now I am sure that 8% will go to 20%, but they will book their flights in a huge way. The moment that travel restriction is removed, they will be in the boom. So what has the time come now? Would you like to go to the countries which are corona free? And I wish India will be one of the pleasure tourism location for such countries. Everyone is asking about business at large. Let me ask about ourselves. Looking at the scenario, can we see raising fees? I mean, there is no question of raising fees. We should provide additional services. So clients, whether they reduce fees or not, don't tell them that you are reducing fees. Offer them something more. So are we offering them business strategy? Are we offering them valuation services? Are we offering them supply chain management? Don't stop at just statutory and tax audit. We should provide business strategy services. How much budget should be allocated such time? Okay. Normally, I have seen the marketing budget is anything between 20 to 30% of the revenue, as high as that during recession. And during the boom, it depends upon what is your production capacity. Any strategy to keep safe for real estate sector after this pandemic time to keep operating cash flow positive? Frankly, real estate sector, I carry a very different opinion. Okay, real estate sector created its own problems of shortage of money. They always were cash flow negative, but where the money went, we don't know. So it is the time for real estate sector to bring back those bags of money which were hidden and bring them into the business. Okay. So there is no question. I don't think anybody has any great sympathies about real estate sector, especially the 80% of the real estate sector people. We know their corporate governance practices. Big institution providing colleges and organized should be done. Yes, certainly. In fact, this is the time even when our CA Institute can shift to the online exam, the best opportunity. If Mumbai University can do it, CA Institute can also do it. And we have competent people like Lalit Bajaj and Murtaza and Anand Jakotia. I am sure they will take this corona as an opportunity to shift to the online exam of CA. Okay. Do you think that startup should be thinking of business which has no credit period for receivables? For example, education and training, a situation like COVID would make them go out of business. Out of business. You can't go out of business, because if education and training is there, then that is going to be in the online mode. And if the trainings, if the people are curtailing the budgets for giving the trainings, you will have to look at which training people will look at. In fact, I am getting a lot of professors on the contrary saying that because of corona, now I want to actually have the business, get myself trained into various areas. You see ISO training, you see Six Sigma training, you see my IFRS training, you see valuation training, all are booming actually. Okay. Your major costs are salary. What do I do to the salary of staff? You must pay them salary. You must pay them salary. Now, at the same time, you should take this opportunity for them to work online, definitely 8 hours, and give them challenges to learn and force to learn them new areas, so that post corona you will have far more productive people. Second thing which many businesses which I am advising is, ensure that the online salary, when you pay, the person comes online, every 2 hours he should give a report as to what he has done. So that will find out you who are the unproductive employees, and put all the unproductive employees, you will find where is the flag. Bring them to the marketing function. Marketing function requires it. But don't cut the salaries. And when you are, if you want to cut the salaries, don't cut them, you increase them. For example, if 100 rupees the salary, then make it 70 fixed, but offer 60 as a variable. So instead of 100, make it 130 and give them an option. Do you want to go to 130 or do you want to be at 70? And make every person a marketing man. Restaurant business, well, I mean, which restaurant? If you're talking about 5 stars, or if you're talking about the smaller lots are already supplying. In fact, they are going to the neighborhood areas and supplying the food. We are new into the practice of 6 months. How can you convince the client not to reduce the fees? Okay, you are into field of practice. Which practice? You should tell me. Okay, if you already have big amount of clients, then there is nothing to worry. But if there are anywhere the clients are few, I think the question has to be taken up. The screen of the question, can it be taken up, please? Question 18 ke baad mein, please. The organizers, please help me. I'm trying to see the question. Please, thank you. So, for 6 months, and you need to convince the client not to reduce the fees. In fact, to put it in other way around, we would like to increase our services to you by providing the services, because keep the fee constant but provide more services during that period where the client finds worth it. And the time has come where we cannot say only attest function and compliance function without any business gains can be a service. The client also looks at business partners than the compliance champion. Yes. Any questions? Please continue. I have answered questions to the best of my ability. And anybody seriously wants any discussion, you have my number. Anytime you can ask further questions also. Be open to guide anybody, and that too free of charge. Not to worry, because business strategy had been my paid subject. Because at least last 15 out of 30 years I spent in strategy for big organizations like Reliance. We have a business of clothes, how to come up with the upcoming recession and losses incurred, which way to boost the business. Okay. Now, first of all, clothes have a business strategy, right? Now, clothes fall under either necessity, comfort, or luxury. So you should identify, are your clothes falling necessity or comfort or luxury? And depending upon, suppose you are selling luxury clothes, start selling comfort clothes and necessity clothes. If you are in necessity segment, then start selling comfort and luxury clothes. So yes, you can contact me in detail with that. Will audit be relaxed by the government? Okay. Wrong person. That is the government strategy. I am discussing only business strategy. Audit be relaxed by government? I don't think they will, is my opinion, but my subject is business strategy. Government strategy, you should ask government. Should they relax? I don't know. Why should they relax? They can relax the dates if we are not able to do the audit. Yes, any further question? I have reached up to question 20. How many of you are business strategy advisors to your clients? Okay, anyway, I'll hand out to organizers now, because there should be no further questions.
Yeah. So, Bhavesh sir.
Yes, sir.
Murtuza here, and thank you very much for sparing your valuable time yesterday as well as today, and excellent sessions with so many participants. And I think to cover 20 questions online is also a great effort. Just before I hand over to Manish Bhai for the formal vote of thanks, let me also place on record the efforts made by the WRC staff starting from Ravi Arora and Mishra ji in like even identifying the software, Mishra for doing the technical support every day, Subhash, Vaibhav, Seema for helping in organizing the programs. I would also like to thank Lalit Bajaj and my committee members and even Anand Jakotia, treasurer. And last but not the least, you know, in this COVID, everyone is finding it difficult to like be a movement, and we are like our staff could not go to WIRC to conduct these webinars. So Manish Gadia happily allowed us to use the office, and every day from his office these webinars are being conducted. We are very thankful to you, Manish Gadia ji. And over to Manish Bhai for a formal vote of thanks. Manish Bhai, please.
Thank you, Murtuza Bhai, for giving me this opportunity. And first of all, I thank CA Rammohan Bhave Saab. It's really daily we are getting more than 20 to 30 calls from different chartered accountants asking that कि अभी पगार देना है कि नहीं देना है, तो रिसेशन आने वाला है, इतना प्रॉब्लम है, we all have fixed cost, client is not going to pay money, what to do. So this kind of situation, Bhave Saab is very much positive. That is the thing, and he has also guided us ki how we can convert this corona into opportunity. The word what he said in his presentation I like most is the corona opportunity. So that is a great thing what he said, and he has shown us that 7 ways to make your business thrive during the recession. It is very good. So, sir, thank you very much for your excellent presentation and giving some positiveness into the participants. I also thank CA Hiral Shah, who is also helped us in choosing this software and helping us how to use that. I also thank Murtuza Bhai because he has taken a lot of effort in starting out this webinar series of webinars daily. He is putting so much time. So thanks to Murtuza Bhai, Lalit Bhai, and thanks to all the WRC staff, Seema, Ulka, Subhash, Vaibhav, Mishra ji, and not last but not the least, most important is the our DCO head, so Ravi Arora. He has done an excellent job. So thanks to all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Manish Bhai.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We close the session now.
Bye bye.